America must also face the rapidly growing threat from cyber attacks. Now our enemies are also seeking the ability to sabotage our power grid, our financial institutions, our air traffic control systems. We cannot look back years from now and wonder why we did nothing in the face of real threats to our security and our economy.
Cyber incidents have steadily increased over the past year. U.S. banks have been hit with sophisticated denial-of-service attacks. Over 20 nations now have military units dedicated to employing cyber in war. And toxic malware continues to proliferate among militaries, but also among hackers alike. This is the new normal in cyberspace.
Now, the reason we are in this state is because functionality has been emphasized in software creation. Rather than saying, well, let's make it work well, people tend to say, well, people will need this extra feature, so let's go ahead and add that and then distribute it, and then we'll go ahead and fix the problems. But the problems can't be fixed by patching. We've similarly, for a long time, not worried about attacks coming in from over the internet because a lot of systems weren't connected to the internet. If it's not connected to the internet, the people who are using it are trusted, so why worry? Well, now things we never thought would be connected to the internet are being connected to the internet. Let's take buffer overflows. Everyone is very worried about them, but really, all a buffer overflow is a failure to check a range. If you check the bound, you'll never have a buffer overflow, and a large number of vulnerabilities will disappear.
So really, the onus is on the programmers in order to develop code that doesn't have undefined behaviors in it, and it's not a trivial thing. You know, among the deficiency in the number of computer science graduates being produced by our nation's universities, there's an additional shortfall in people with secure coding training. So the National Strategy to Secure Cyberspace, one of their major initiatives is to try to foster adequate training in cybersecurity.
The world is increasingly reliant on software, and the number of attacks continues to increase. Education plays a critical role in addressing the cybersecurity challenges of the future, including designing curriculum that integrates principles and practice of secure coding and encourages students to practice them.
We rely on software increasingly for military, financial, and medical stability.